Hello, dear students. Today we are starting our supplementary book, It So Happened. And the first chapter is a very interesting story here we have is how the camel got his hump. This story we are going to read today. How the camel got his hump. A story written by Rudyard Kipling. Okay, it's a very funny, interesting story, small story. So let's read the story. In the beginning, when the world was new and the animals were just beginning to work for man, there was a camel, and he lived in the middle of a howling desert because he did not want to work. There was a camel, he did not want to work. All other animals had started working with men. The camel, he ate sticks and thorns and prickles, and when anybody spoke to him, he would said, "Hum," just hum, and no more, nothing else. He would say. He would only say hum. Presently, the horse came to him on Monday morning with a saddle on his back. A horse on Monday morning came to the camel and said, "Camel, oh camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." The horse said, "Camel, oh camel, trot like rest of us." Trotting means walking of a horse. "Humph," said the camel, and the horse went away and told the man. As I told you, the camel only says hump for anything. So he said hump, nothing else he did, nothing else he said. The horse went back to the man and told this happened. Then the dog came to him with a stick in his mouth and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and fetch and carry like rest of us." Fetch and carry. You know, dogs like this game, fetch and carry. You throw something and ask him to fetch it, he would carry it. So the dog said, "The camel, come and fetch and carry like rest of us." "Hump," said the camel, and the dog went away and told the man. Presently the ox came. After that, the ox came to him with the yoke on his neck and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and plow like rest of us," plowing the field. "Hump," said the camel, and the ox went away and told the man. And at the end of day, the man called the horse and the dog and the ox together and said, "Three, oh three, I am very sorry for you, but that hump thing in desert can't work, or he would have been here by now. So I am going to leave him alone, and you must work double time to make up for it. So you have to do his work also. That thing, that hump thing, is of no use. He would not do any work, otherwise he would have come. But for his work also now you will have to do double time." That made the three very angry. Because of that camel we have to do his work. They were angry and they held a panchayat, a meeting on the edge of the desert. And the camel came chewing cud and laughed at them. Camel came, as panchayat was called, so camel also came, chewing and laughing, and only said, and then he said, you know what he said? Hump, and then went away again. Presently there came along the Jinn, who was in charge of all desert, rolling in a cloud of dust. So then came the Jinn, Djinn, spelled is like this, but it is Jinn. You know, Jinn, Aladdin's Jinn. He was in charge of all the desert animals, so he came there. "Jinn of all deserts," said the horse, "is it right for anyone to be idle?" Idle means not doing anything, inactive. "Is it right for anybody to be idle?" "Certainly not," said the Jinn. "Well," said the horse, "there is a thing in the middle of your desert with a long neck and long legs, and he hasn't done a stroke of work since Monday morning. He won't trot." The horse complained about the camel. "Whew," said the Jinn, whistling, "that's my camel. What does he say about it? He says hump, and he won't plow, said the ox. Very good, said the Jinn. I'll hump him if you will kindly wait a minute. Jinn said, I'll hump him. I'll hump him means here, I'll see him. The Jinn rolled himself in the dust cloak and took a walk across the desert, and found the camel looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. When he reached to the camel, he saw the camel was looking at his reflection in the pool of water. My friend, said the Jinn, what is this I hear of you doing no work? The Jinn sat down with his chin in his hand, while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water. You have given the three extra work ever since Monday morning, on all accounts of your idleness, your laziness. Because of your laziness, they have to do your work, said the Jinn. And he went on thinking with his chin in his hand. He was thinking what to do with him. And the reply of camel, you all know now. What would be the reply? Hump, said the camel. I shouldn't say that again if I were you, said the Jinn. The Jinn warned, if I were you, I would not say that hump. You might say it once too often. I want you to work. One or two times it's okay, but I would not say like it. I want you to work. And the camel said, hump again. But no sooner had he said it than he saw his back that he was so proud of, puffing up into a big great hump. This time, as soon as he said hump, what happened? On his back there started coming out a big hump. Do you see that? Said the Jinn. That's your very own hump that you have brought upon your very own self by not working. Just because of your laziness, this hump is now growing on your back. Today is Thursday, and you have done no work since Monday when the work began. Now you are going to work. How can I, said the camel, with this hump on my back? That has a purpose, said the Jinn. All because you missed those 3 days. You will be able to work now for 3 days without eating, because you can live on your hump. This will support you to live without any food for 3 days, this hump. And don't you ever say, I never did anything for you. Don't say, I have not done anything for you. I have done this. Come out of the desert and go to those 3 and behave. Behave means behave properly. And the camel went away to join the 3. And from that day to this, the camel always wears a hump. We call it hump, H-U-M-P. But as the camel was saying hump, hump, so it is written like this. So he always now carries a hump. But he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world. But he already missed those 3 days, so he is still 3 days behind all the work. And he has never yet learned how to behave. He had not yet learned how to behave properly. You know, the camel is known for his bad behavior, very aggressive behavior. So he very easily gets quick tempered. So he has not yet learned to behave properly. So this is how the camel got hump. Very interesting story we have read. Okay, there are these 4 questions I want you to try. Comprehension check questions, okay? Because there are not more important questions. So try these 4 questions. These comprehension questions given at last, okay? This will be your task for today. So that's all for today. Okay, thank you.